Hi guys, welcome. We're gonna make some tilapia with some squid. The rings are called calamari. This is from Walmart. And the round rings of squid, and then there's the body. So it's squid and octopus, which is the same thing. So we're gonna bake it in the oven. There's tilapia. I put some vinegar. So I'm trying to figure out how to marinate it. And we might add some shrimp to it as well. That's from Walmart as well, the Great Value brand. And I believe the tilapia is from Grove Collaborative, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, imperfectfoods.com. That's where the tilapia is from. Alright, so we put the shrimp in there. We're just gonna put, I'm gonna see if I have any kind of lemons or limes to marinate it, because it's very good with seafood. We used 10 shrimp. The rest we're gonna save in a Ziploc baggie for next time. So a gallon size Ziploc. So next time we'll have more. We're gonna refreeze it. We're also gonna refreeze the squid in the same bag. So next time we have more. Okay. So that's how much we're gonna bake today. It's quite a bit. So we got the tilapia and the squid and the shrimp. Okay, so we found two limes that we can I like to use today. So we're gonna squeeze it on there. So we're gonna cut our lime and squeeze it on to our fish. So these are actually sweet limes and they smell really nice. So I squeezed half on there. Okay, we got another half squeezed on there. We're also making rotini pasta. So I just threw it in the boiling water. We're also putting sweet peas from Walmart as well in the pasta to boil. We got another half of a lime on there now. And I put the seafood kind of close to the oven, so from the heat it will kind of thaw faster. All the seafood that was frozen. Alright, so it's a little bit difficult bringing back the tilapia, so I sprinkled some hot faucet water to try to thaw it back a little bit faster so we could break them up in the fillet pieces. But all the four half squeezed limes are already on there. And we found a really old ancient lemon. That's the last lemon I had. So we're going to try to use that up as well and put it on there. Also, some of the limes and lemons do contain seeds, so you have to take those out. So that takes a little bit of extra time. But seeds are not like harmful or anything. But just so you don't end up like eating them later. But anyways, so once they thaw, we're gonna add a few spices on there and some onion slices, chopped, whatever. So we're gonna we might add some curry powder, and I have some canned spinach from last time that I'm trying to use. So once we do that, and then we're gonna cut a few potatoes that I have left, and we're gonna put it in the oven. So that is our leftover spinach that we might just bake as well. So there's our fishies. I broke them up, and some of the fillets broke halfway. So it's okay though. They were just really hard to break up. Long ways, only I think 2 of them stayed full size. And but it's alright. They'll probably bake faster, so in any case, incredibly frozen. And today I had some extra tomato, can of diced tomatoes, so we might throw that in there for extra flavor. This one I got from a pantry, so I'm just trying to get rid of it. I don't know, sometimes I like fish with tomatoes, sometimes not, it just depends. But today we're just gonna try to put it in there with the potatoes and stuff. So that was our oregano leaves we threw in there. And we added some curry powder. Curry powder adds a lot of flavor. If you haven't tried it, check it out. Contains coriander, turmeric, mustard, cumin, fenugreek, paprika, cayenne, cardamom, nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves. That's what curry powder is. We also added black pepper, and I added a little bit excessive, but we're gonna mix it up to evenly distribute it right now. So we mixed up our marinade with the black pepper, oregano, our curry powder, and our lime/lemon squeezed, and our vinegar. So it's just sitting there thawing a little bit more until we cut up our onions and potatoes and garlic. We're only using a tiny slice of onion, so we have this yellow onion. Like I said, I got this also from the pantry. I don't want to use too much, so it's just like I don't have any more onions. I'm trying to like conserve it a little bit. Anyway, so and then we're gonna cut our 2 big cloves and 2 little cloves of garlic, and a tiny bit of green onions I had. Okay, so we cut up our onions. We're gonna cut up the garlic now, and I also found some cilantro and mushrooms we might throw in there. So we're almost done chopping up our garlic. So it was 2 big cloves and 2 little cloves. Almost done peeling and cutting it. And then we had some mushrooms left over, white mushrooms. These are from Walmart, from the 60-ounce pack. And we're going to mix everything together, our cilantro, and put it in with our fishies, which are thawing currently. And their little marinade going on. Okay, we're done with the garlic. Now the mushrooms and potatoes, and we'll be all set to stick it in the oven. So we're done with the mushrooms. I'm leave 2 whole, just because they're kind of round and not too misshapen. So hopefully they cook thoroughly all throughout and inside, so they'll be nicely baked. So that's all our garlic and cilantro and onions and mushrooms. And last, we're going to cut our potatoes. We got 2 of them here because I didn't think more was gonna fit. So we're gonna just use 2. Okay, so that's 1 potato. Now to cut the other potato. These are actually russet potatoes. Usually I use red potatoes, but that's all we had today from the, I believe it's from the pantry. Okie doke. Our oven is at 475. We finished cutting up our 2 potatoes, so we're gonna stick everything inside our glass thingy and put it in the oven. Also, our pasta with our peas and spinach is just about done boiling, as much as it could boil. Okay, so we're gonna transfer our seafood over to our dish, which we're gonna put in the oven. And I'm hoping there's gonna be enough room. So, even though the dish is pretty big, but we're also making a lot. So, and most of the marinade is already on there. So, except for a few pieces, maybe we actually put it better. And then we got our calamaris and everything. So, as I said earlier, that's our marinade with squeezed lemon and lime, as well as black pepper, oregano, and curry powder. And we try to break up the frozen pieces. So I'm having a little bit of space here, space dilemma. We might have to put the potatoes in a separate jar, separate glass dish. So I'm gonna finish putting all these. They're really cold, actually. My hand is freezing now. So and the marinade is pure. It's clean. It had vinegar as well. I forgot. And so we'll probably put the marinade back on there, minus the seeds from the lemons and limes. But that way it will suck up all that flavor when it's cooking, when it's baking. And so yeah. And it was already pre-washed, so it's clean seafood. It wasn't dirty or anything. So, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab another dish for the potatoes. Alrighty, so we're gonna throw on our juice on top of our seafood again. So it's gonna be kind of like it's gonna be baking, kind of like wet baking, I guess. So it's gonna suck up the moisture, almost like, I don't know what it's called, but and then for the potatoes, we got another dish. And we got some leftover shredded mozzarella that we're gonna put on our potato as well. And I guess we'll put the tomato sauce with the potato too, just to use it up and for extra flavor. So I'm gonna put this in the oven now, and then we'll put the potatoes in there. Okay, so we got our 475 oven and we put our seafood in there so it can bake. So it's pretty hot in here. We got squid / calamari, shrimps, jumbo large size, and some tilapia fish. And for our potatoes and mushrooms, we're going to add our shredded mozzarella and our diced tomatoes from a can. So we're trying to use up the last of our shredded mozzarella, which was a 5-pound bag that I had got from a pantry or food drive. And I checked, they do also carry them at Walmart, even though they were sold out of these 5-pound bags. I think they had the smaller bags. I think it was 24-ounce bags or something. But the 5-pound bags, they were sold out, so I have to wait if I want to get those. But anyways, so I might still get the smaller one to use and for pizza or whatever. Potatoes, those are really good with the cheese and pasta too. So anyways, we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm still debating if I should throw the tomatoes on there or maybe save it for the pasta or something. So our pasta is just about done also. I'm gonna turn it off in just a second. The peas and spinach. Also, we've got to put olive oil. I did line the dish with olive oil for the seafood, but I've got to put some on top, so I'm going to sprinkle it on there. Okay, so we added some olive oil onto our seafood. I might turn down the oven, it's a little bit hot. So I put with a little spoon, I spooned some of the diced tomatoes on the sides mostly, on the edges, and like in a circle kind of. So yeah, so we're gonna put it in the oven now. And I put a little bit of sesame oil, this one. So hopefully it bakes okay and it doesn't over bake. There's potatoes under there, cilantro, so yeah, we don't want to overburn it. And the potatoes are in small pieces relatively, so there's mushrooms, onions. So we got our fish, our seafood, shrimp, calamari, squid, and potatoes. So we're gonna wait now. I turned it down to 450 because it was like steaming when I added the olive oil. I might turn it back up again now that it stopped steaming. I don't know. Okay, we got some of our pasta out. I put some garlic powder and Parmesan cheese and olive oil on there. So we're also cutting up a whole seedless watermelon we had into pieces. I cut them up in pieces so we can eat them and munch on them. And the other half of the watermelon I put in the refrigerator for later. Okay, so it's coming along good. I'm not sure how long it's been, but I'm pretty sure it's not done yet, so I just wanted to check. Sizzling away. The octopuses. Calamari. Ringlets, squid ringlets, aka calamari. The tilapia. You can see the black pepper on there. Shrimps are coming along. And our pasta is pretty yummy with our peas and spinach. Throwing some garlic powder on there and Parmesan cheese and olive oil. Okay guys, so I turned it down for a while to 425, and now it looks like it's just about done, but I'm gonna let it sit in the oven. The tomatoes, the potatoes, I'm not sure if those are quite done yet, so those probably need to keep going. And the seafood looks pretty much done. Pretty pinkish, crispy, I guess. I'm gonna let it go though a little bit on low heat. So the seafood appears to be mostly done. Even though I'm gonna leave it inside the oven so it'll stay warm. And yeah, it smells really good. So tilapia, calamari, and squid. So calamari, the ringlets, and squid are the whole pieces, and we got some jumbo shrimps as well. So I turned the heat to 375 so the potatoes will finish cooking, but I don't want to burn the seafood, so I'm gonna end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and this is Facebook Girls All Play. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm gonna try one potato to see if it's done already baking. It's really, really hot. It tastes very good. I could taste the sesame oil. Gives it a nice sweet flavor. It seems to be cooked throughout, so I think I'm gonna turn off the oven. I lowered it to 325, so it does have heat in there still, so we'll just let it keep heating up at its own heat until we eat it. See y'all in my next video. Now we're gonna munch on some watermelons. Yummy. These are seedless whole. I cut them up, and these are from Walmart.com. I also want to show you guys my new lanyard. I do food deliveries, and this is the lanyard for DoorDash. I also do Postmates. If you use a credit card, go ahead and download either Postmates or DoorDash, and you could order food. It's a very nice service, especially if you're not able to leave or whatever, if you're busy, occupied with something else, it's good to order in sometimes. Also, I highly recommend ordering from Walmart. They also use Postmates to get your food to your door. The service, I believe, is $7.95 fee, but it makes your life a little bit easier, a lot more easier, especially if you don't have access to a vehicle or you don't have time to pick it up yourself. Curbside pickup, they could deliver it to you for a small charge. So Walmart.com does this, and a lot of other websites as well. And that's for the grocery and pickup section of Walmart.com.